This is what we did yesterday. Ko? So if you want to, now if I want to use the maths method or module, you have to import the maths first. So how you import it? Using what we call import. You say import. What are you importing? Import maths. So now that you say import maths, if you run it, let's run it. So now since I've run it, Chicken and Python have imported already. So anything I call now, it's going to come. For example, if I want to call the square root, I'll say math dot square root sqrt square root math dot square root function. Maybe we are looking for square root of 25 is what? Square root of 25 is what? 5, so we're supposed to see 5. Square root of
That function has not been called. Has it called that math square?
now.
As in, it's not called. I usually a function.
Math.
And
Now, okay, it has not come. Import dot math. Math. Okay, you said what? You are saying something.
I was expecting since it's a function that we call, it's supposed to call it like
That's why probably it did not work right. Okay, let me. In other, I have my test. Okay, let me do something from maths. Import square root square. Okay, let me use another thing. From C.
because they don't believe it.
Now, you said what?
Now what they run it, they will since I wouldn't not come. No, we don't need math.
Okay, maybe there is. Uh-uh. No, no. Okay, yawa. Yes, yeah. So let's print and see. Yawa. So now it work. So I don't know why it not work in the other file I opened. So if you see now, the square root of 25 fourth is what? 5. But look at something. Let's remove this import mass. What did you see?
Let's try removing the math.
What did you see? They say error name math is not defined because you have to what? You have to import it first. If you do not import it, it will not work. Right? What do you want?
Maybe try using the square root.
If you use the square root, it will not work because it is inside the math method that the square root can be used. So the only thing you can do it as well. Where is this thing? Now, if you remove this, you use, okay, maybe probably you want to use this square root code, right? It won't work. Error, not what? Define yana cikin math module ne. So you have to call the only thing you want to do, maybe in everything that you want to do, if you are going to use square root all through, so you don't need to call the math module as a whole, but rather you can call the module specifically for the square root. So that subsequent when you're using, you don't need to say math dot square root. Shine wannan. You can just say do something like this. From math, go import square root. So now it will work. So now meaning that, but now I cannot call other function method now. It will not, because I only call for what? Square root. But what we are concerned here now, let's only call the math method. So we should just import the math. Import math. Professor, do you have any question before we continue? You understood? Right. All right. So when you import math, you can call, there's what called seal. From the word seal function. From the word sealing. There's what called floor function from the word floor. Sealing function, sealing is up, so it rounds things up. It now in sealing, it takes an integer, right? That is either equal to or either equal to but not less than, either equal to or greater than the given number, meaning that it takes the least integer, the smallest integer that is equal to or greater than the given number. What did I mean? That's sealing kenan. Kamar yanzu, maybe for example, you have a variable of, for example, you have number, variable of number. How many of you remember, how do we create lists? How do we create lists? We say, how will you know that something is a list? How will you know that it's a list? We gave a summary of dictionary, tuple, right? List, and so on. Say we said, how will you know it is a list? How will you know it's a dictionary? How will you know it's a tuple? How do you know it's a set? Bracket, normal bracket. Kamar wannan, kamar ce 1, 2, 4, 5. Haka? Shine list. To wannan kuma fa, what if it is square bracket? To kai ma ka manta, an samu matsala kenan ai. To in curly bracket ne fa? To kuma menene ne? So let's say for example we have a list of numbers 1, 2, 4, 5. The reason why we waste time the other time is for you to remember if it is a set. Set yana da square bracket and curly bracket ne ko? Dictionary, shi zai samu main item with name with the item wanda ake same colon. sai a cika sauran wanda every yanda ka san dictionary ka kira name za a iya sa Aisha Maryam da wannan. Tuple kuma shi yana da normal bracket ne ai, right? Amma it is not mutable, ba a iya canza shi in ka kira, haka ne? Alright. Hajiya, ba ku ke yawan rubutu ba? Let's continue. Now, in kuna da, maybe you have something like this, 4.5. So if you call seal, that's ceiling. What it do, it take the least integer that is equal to or greater than the given number. What does that mean? Shine, kusan int ba 1, 2, 3, 4 har zuwa kaza ba. To in ka ɗauka 1 har zuwa 1 million, wanne ne mafi karanci wanda ya daidai da wannan number da aka bamu 4.5 ko kuma ya ɗan fi shi? Kin fahimci magana na kuwa? Shine 5 ko? Haka ne? Talk to me. 5 is the least integer that is either equal to or greater than. Fine. So now in ka kira seal, zai compare sai mai da shi 5 kenan. Zai mai da shi sama 4.5 zai kai shi sama. In kuma floor ne, floor zai ɗauka the highest integer that is equal to or less than the given number. So now in that floor ne, what is the highest integer? At in ka kirga daga 1 har zuwa billion, wani integer ne fi girma amma in ka comparing shi da wannan zai zama ko equal to ko less than 4 ko? So meaning that in ka kira floor yanzu zai mai da shi menene 4. Ba zai kai shi sama ba, zai kai shi kasa. Did you understand? Aha. So that's the reason why if you say, if you print seal of this seal of list, it's going to give us what? Error. Why? Syntax invalid, sir. Perhaps you forgot a comma. Did I need a comma? Did I tell you I need a comma? Which comma did I forget? 4.5. Square root is not defined. Where is square root? Did I call square root? Okay, ban sa math ba. Kun san nan ba a sa math ba. Shi yasa nan sai an sa mai math dot. Shine zai yi daidai. Seal is not defined. Line 5 seal. Okay, bai aiki domin ai sai na sa math dot seal. Kun gane? Kowanne sai kin sa math dot kaza. Ina so in kira seal on its own, I have to, even floor sai kin sa math dot floor. Right? So shi ma floor ya ce bai san shi ba. So if you call them, you must give it an argument. So let's say LISFN Chima. Yawa. But there is, okay, we do not print math. So we have to print math. But kunga answer na ceiling is 5. Kunga abanda muka ce around din shi ya kai sama ceiling. Is from the ceiling, seal goes up. While floor is down, it goes down. Print. Let's print this one too. Kunga floor ya ba menene 4. Do you have any question here? Okay, let's try it. Let's try it. Now open your Tony, import math. Okay, na fito. All right, import math. pause it. Call a variable and end up calling. It is something that I said that you are calling I. So you have to be very intentional. Make sure you are not just copying. It's not just copying you are doing. You know what you are doing. Do you understand what I'm saying, Taiba? Make sure you know what you are doing. It's not that you're copying what you know what you want to do. Let's see. So what do you want to do, Taiba? What do you want to do? What are you doing now? What are that seal is what?
Seal is an variable inside the part of math.
It's a function that you call. Then what does it do?
It increases your math. Why seal?
Okay, increase to where?
It increase.
Okay, listen to her.
The ceiling gives a value that is equal to greater than the number that you give it as the function. The function is math, which is 1.5. So by creating math ceiling, it will give you a number that is equal to greater than your 1.5.
That number is what? Because that's the reason. Listen, that's the reason why we mention of what Ogasa. That's what integer. Because already, already we've mentioned integer. Integer. We say integer are whole numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 45, this thing. So for it to get it easier, so that maybe when you start the programming and you have different this single logic will help you not just understand that it's going to round it up, but just know that the first thing you do is compare. It takes the largest integer. Largest can be from 1 to comma menene, as long as what is an integer. Kasa menene integer ko? So man, given number, shine value din da aka bada. Now if you have 1 million there, 3 billion, what is the largest integer that if you compare, right, it's going to be what? Equal to or greater than. Now this will inform you which integer came. Now if you have 10.12, so what is the largest integer that will be equal to or greater than? It is going to be